Welcome to episode 19 of the Trophy Husbands. I am Nick, 1/4 of your normal hosting crew. We do have a full episode coming up for you. If you recall or have listened to episode 18, then you will know that we previously had an extra episode we recorded that is missing a bit at the end, and so we didn't put it up. However, we didn't get a chance to record this past weekend and didn't want to leave you guys hanging without anything, so we figured we'd put this episode up and just kind of fill in at the end, say like, hey, sorry, that's the end of it. So without further ado, Marcus of the past will take it away, and I will pop in at the end of this to give a brief outro.
Alright, so what's going on? Hope you're breathing. Hope you had a really nice sandwich, because sandwiches are good. With the Trophy Husbands, I'm Marcus.
I'm Steve.
And I am Nick. We are rolling down one this week. Luke was unfortunately unable to make it. So we're just gonna roll right along with it and, do it with 3. No bigs.
No 4 storms today, folks. Just 3 strapping lines instead of 4.
Is that such a bad thing, though?
Oh wait, does that mean I actually have to talk today?
Yes, it does. No. You can't just come in with those great one-liners that you normally do.
No.
You can't just be Mr. Magical Quip Machine in the back, like Bruce Wayne with all of his utilities and just lurking in the shadows.
I'm in the spotlight. I don't know what to do.
It's like when you're a kid and you're turning the plays up and you forget your line.
Oh God, yeah, that's never anything good. I wanted to bring up a story that we talked about earlier in the week, or somebody had messaged us earlier in the week. A woman who tried to use a fake $1 million bill to buy $1,675 worth of merchandise at Walmart said it was all just a misunderstanding. She thought the bill was real.
Alright, so first of all, it's Walmart. So that right there just shows you like the level that we're dealing with. Not that Walmart is bad, but Walmart is kind of like that seedy bar that you see where you're just like, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's just fucking weird in there. And that's why we only go there certain times.
I always just think of it like a shitty sports bar.
And was it?
Because it's like every other like Applebee's or something like that you would come across.
So it goes on to say that essentially, shocking, United States Treasury does not print $1 million bills. She goes on to say that she got it from her estranged husband, who she thought, oh, this might make sense because he's a coin collector. And it was just like a novelty bill kind of thing. And she keeps on going, like, I wasn't trying to pass off the bill, like, that's ridiculous. I thought it was real, blah, 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 blah. So prosecutors are now trying to decide whether to prosecute her on charges of first-degree forgery.
How? I had a question, but my brain hurt so much that the question has now escaped my fucking cerebellum. How? How does one not know that $1 million bill is not real?
It's a good question.
I like how you both look at me.
We wanted your input, Steve.
Well, no, I thought you were looking at me like, this motherfucker would get
If anybody here would do that, that would be Steve.
We all go out one night, so just like,
guys, I got tonight. Don't worry.
I got it. And it was like, dude, you got raised or some shit? Nah, man. Found this bad boy on the street. Like,
lady told me it was good.
So, bam, we might even get a stripper too.
Said she used that Walmart earlier.
Yes.
Oh, God. Well, Marcus, just you bringing up your brain hurting there leads me to another story.
Oh, God, this one.
That I want to tell. This one is actually a local one. This was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So it's central Pennsylvania. That's where we're at here, folks. Police say man stole human brain used for can never pronounce a word. Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
Thank you. Yes, that's one of those ones that how everyone just has like that one word that kind of formaldehyde. Yeah, there we go. Formaldehyde to get high. A central Pennsylvania man is accused of spraying fluid used to embalm a human brain on marijuana that he then smoked.
He should just go to lumber liquidators.
But I think that's an actual... Yeah, weed dipped in formaldehyde is actually a thing. It's called sherm, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but it goes... The WGAL-TV says court records indicate Long's aunt discovered the brain in a department store bag while cleaning out the trailer. And Long allegedly told her during a phone conversation from Cumberland County Jail that he used it to soak the pot to get high. And I'm just like, how much more of a high is that going to give you in comparison to just smoking regular pot? I mean, I have no idea.
You could say you'd feel a little bit like the living dead.
Ha ha!
Boo!
Ladies and gentlemen, C will be hosting open mic night down at the comedy club.
Oh, actually, I love this part in it. Court records indicate a coroner concluded the brain was real, and that Long supposedly named it Freddy.
Alright, what hippie stoner slasher flick from the 90s did this guy watch?
That's exactly what this sounds like.
Killer
It's
Ball,
something out of.
Oh god. Or shrooms or some shit like that.
I've never seen shrooms. I've never seen Killer Bong either, but I know the title.
But that sounds like something out of a Jason movie where it's just like, hey man, I found this brain, bro.
Bruh.
What are we gonna do with it? We got that weed from Stacy. Okay. Let's dunk the weed in it, man. My cousin Freddie told me about it. I think this is his brain. He disappeared, and then like they smoke it, and then Freddie starts popping up in their delusions and starts killing people while they dream.
Oh gosh.
There's no... I'm writing that movie. There's nothing like that movie out ever. It's my movie.
That's alright, you go for it. That's one of those F movies, like,
Where you see it in like the $3 bin constantly.
Yes.
And you happen to have $3 extra while you're grocery shopping one day, and you're like, I'm gonna watch this.
I'm probably gonna regret it. It's probably gonna be a waste of an hour and a half of my life, but I'm doing it.
Sitting next to a dusty old Encino man.
Oh god. What was that terrible movie that during the snowstorm you and Travis were watching?
No.
That
I
was
don't remember
complete
what that
filth.
was. That was bad though. Travis wanted to watch it again, I think.
It was so bad. I mean, it looked like it was recorded on like an old family, like handheld kind of thing from like the 80s.
Because it was.
But you found it. Like I was just like, this is so
I
bad.
didn't find it. You can blame Travis for that one.
Again, it was probably somebody like, bro, we gotta do a lo-fi, man. We gotta bring it back, bro. And like, there's a reason we use very nice things for recording and editing, but there's always like those people. And I mean, it's cool to get the effects, but whenever you have that one person that's just like, nah, bro, digital's fucking everything up. It's like, if you take your Quaaludes and get the hell out of my face.
Well, no. What was it? Like, what wasn't the murder in a Richard Nixon mask, right?
They gave up with that halfway through the movie and just started having people kill each other.
They stopped with the Richard. They're just like, he's just side.
Well, I don't know.
So
You're asking me to remember a plot for a movie that I was not going to remember anyways. It
you
was
guys
so
spent
bad.
way too much time watching that. I was like, I'm gonna go out and try to shovel or like explore and not be sitting here letting my brain rot watching this.
But all murder should be done in a Nixon mask. That's my 2 cents. Why?
Well, he said he was not a crook. Nothing about not being a murderer.
You are fucking correct.
I am not a crook. I said nothing about murder.
I mean, fucking murder the economy. Why not murder people? But these all sound like terrible B movies, and if they're not B movies, we need to make them.
Cockeye Productions coming at you. Just start producing all these absolutely horrible horror movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a movie, and it's gonna be about a sandwich that if you eat, it will reform inside of your stomach and eat its way out, and it's called stomach ache.
Oh, oh.
It's actually guys for softcore porn, but I need a plot, damn it. And Steve is face palming so hard right now.
Oh, that was bad.
I made Steve tired with how terrible that idea was.
I think it's just the humidity.
It does feel like Satan's ballsack.
It has been a bit warm out. It has been a bit warm out lately.
But dude, I can't. This is why I don't like summer. This is my gripe with summer because, alright, winter, fuck winter, but summer, I can't stand the extremes. Like, I don't like the heat. And if you do something as soon as you get in, like, you sit down and you don't want to move because it's not as hot.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, winter is the opposite. Like, you have to throw in like a gazillion layers. And winter, though, is kind of fun in the sense that, you know, you're with your friends and you're just like, bruh, it just snowed, like, let's do this. And you throw on the gazillion layers, and yours truly has an adult snowsuit, which is amazing, which I have named the Blue Bomber. But, yeah.
Well, you know, I was just having that discussion with somebody the other day where I was saying, I could never live in a place like Florida or California or something like that where it's just a moderate temperature the entire year round. That would drive me nuts. I like my seasons.
No, I want California
Yeah.
weather.
Like,
No, I would kill myself. No.
That's a little extreme.
No.
It's like,
I
I
like-
don't have all four seasons. Show them in front of a trolley. Calm the fuck down.
No, it's like, I was saying, I could do it for maybe a couple years, like 2 or 3 years, but I enjoy myself fall and winter and all that stuff way
If
too
you enjoy it that
much.
much, you can travel up to go see all that stuff.
Yeah. Like,
It's not to the extreme you have to kill yourself. You could go up and look.
Nope, I'm jumping in front of that trolley.
maybe you could just eat really bad food somewhere and get explosive diarrhea. Same
Like-
feeling.
Like they do have like mountains and stuff in California, so there's,
Exactly.
like, snow and stuff like that.
I
you
do.
can go visit.
When I went to fucking California, it was amazing because I went to go see my cousin Nick, and he worked out there, and it was like 75 every day.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was 75 every day. Beach was nice. People were awesome. I was like, I don't need fucking sweatpants or anything. I don't need a snowsuit. I don't need a parka. I could just roll out of bed and just be like, man, I wore shorts and a tank top yesterday.
What am I gonna wear today?
New shorts and new tank top. Bang. Like,
I don't know. That's why I'm looking at like Southwest type areas. It's not as expensive as California.
Well, you know, just going back onto it, it is interesting for people who live out there and then try to come into an area where there are different seasons, or vice
Yeah.
versa. Steve and I have 2 of our friends who lived down in Florida for 2 years or so, something like that, and they actually, like, people thought they were crazy because for them, you know, anything from 60 on up is relatively pretty warm kind of thing. But so they're out during like 60-degree weather in like shorts and t-shirt, that kind of stuff. They said that people down there were like bundling up in winter coats. It's like, you guys are crazy. It's so freezing outside. And there's like, it's 60. What are you talking about? This feels fine.
yeah.
It's this plus side of growing up in the Northeast. That way we could just take over the rest of the world because it's so nice everywhere else in the
Unless you're in
country.
like Pittsburgh or when fucking Pittsburgh winters are crazy because you're by the mountains, or you go somewhere like Chicago, where it's just like
Windy City.
Yeah, Windy City is crazy.
Actually, that's where our friend went. He went from Florida up to Chicago now.
Shit.
It's like he'd gone to Penn State, then he went down to Florida, and now he's in Chicago. So it's just like, whew, that's some varying degrees of temperature there.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I fuck all the seasons. Although, you know what's terrible and will make you want to headbutt a brick through the sidewalk? Flying.
I've never flown.
Oh my god, did I ever tell you about the time I tried to get back from California?
No.
Strap the fuck in, folks. Here we go. Alright. Have you ever seen the episode of SpongeBob where he's in Glove World
Yes.
and he's trying to get home?
Back. Yeah.
Same shit. Same fucking shit.
So you're being chased by a creepy guy that you thought was creepy and ended up not being so creepy and actually just wanted to help you the entire time?
Way to just go so deep into the fucking episode.
And then he ended up blowing up your balloon glove and you floated back up to...
Let me tell you about how I went back in time in my time machine and wrote that actual episode. But, so this is what happened. I had a connecting flight from California to Chicago. So, I get at the airport, do the good old airport thing, and I'm waiting, get there. You know, they say, like, get there early, do all that stuff. So I do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, fine. Get the flight from Cali to Chicago. That goes off without a hitch. Everything is good. And then, when I get into Chicago, that's when all hell broke loose. Because they were having problems with the air traffic control on the East Coast. So, I think it was like all of Southwest, that's who I was flying at the time. All of Southwest was just like dumpster fire. Like, it was just fucking crazy. Like, and I get in, and here's the thing. My mom was picking me up from BWI.
Sure.
So I had that all set up. She was gonna come with one of her very good friends to pick me up. So it was my mom and her friend Joe, and they were going to come and they were gonna pick me up. No big deal. Had everything set. Gonna meet them at BWI. It was my friend's birthday that weekend. We were all gonna go out. Everything was gonna be awesome. I made it just in time. I was gonna be home at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. They were gonna go to the bar right down the street. Everything's good. Bam. So, let me tell you how fate just took a Taco Bell hellacious dump on my plane.
Took the hungover Taco Bell. Wait, why'd I put this much hot sauce on it?
Oh, it was terrible. Like, they could have just wrapped tacos and sushi and drank 3 pounds of coffee. That's how bad this day was. Like, so I get off the plane. The flight is canceled immediately from Chicago to BWI. So now, all of Southwest's flights are canceled. So there's like 5, 6 different planes. You have to think there's roughly 100 people on every flight.
At least,
if not more. So you have a mob of people trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So I have my mother freaking out because she's just like, when are you getting home? What are you going to do? Do you have another flight? Can you connect to this? And she's asking me all of the questions. I have no idea.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I don't know. But you know moms, and
yeah.
They're like freaking like motherly lizard brains are just into like instinct mode. Like, need to get the child home. No matter how old you are someone's baby. Like, no matter, like, even if you don't live with your parents, aunt, uncle, cousin, son, like, you are somebody's baby, and they have that, like, fucking lizard brains, like, need to get them home, and, like, shit just snaps, and they lose their fucking mind.
And meanwhile, you're just like, it's stressful enough, you're not helping here, Eddie, like, you're kind of freaking me out. I was fine before I called you, I should have just not called you.
Absolutely. And, I mean, just, like, everyone, like, I mean, like, you got teachers, you got counselors, all that good shit. Everybody has that instinct about someone somewhere, and
right, absolutely.
Hers is just like turbo, and she's asking me, like you said, all the questions I don't know. So I get in line. I have to try and figure it out. I'm like, fuck this. I'm hungry. So I have to go buy like a $10 struggle burrito because it's airport food.
Yeah.
Fuck you at the yin yang, and you can't like leave and come back and all that good shit. You have to stay in the certain area. So I eat this fucking reject burrito that I had to pay a fucking arm and a leg for, and it barely did anything. And so I get back and I have to wait in line for like 2 hours, and I finally get up there and I'm trying to figure it out, and this lady has been dealing with like hundreds of people.
Sure, so
she has the worst fucking attitude, and it's one of those like, I understand that you're mad, but if I could roundhouse kick you over this desk right now, I fucking would.
Wouldn't think about it.
Would not blink twice. I will take the fucking, send me to jail. Fuck that.
I am channeling my inner Chuck Norris right now.
Roundhousing everybody in this bitch. But so, she has an attitude, and I'm like, look, I'm just trying to get the fuck home. So I finally get a flight from Chicago to Philly. Cool. I'm gonna get there. It's supposed to be like I think it was like a 3-hour flight, and I was gonna get there late. I was gonna get there in the evening. So my plans were shot, but I was gonna get there.
You're gonna be able to get home.
Yeah, I was gonna get there maybe, I think like 10 or 11, some shit like that. And then, so I get that flight as soon as I
canceled.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It was delayed, but that's the thing. Like they delayed it twice. So the plane itself didn't get from Chicago to Philly until like 2 in the morning.
Oh God.
And I called. My friend Chris is in Philly, and so I texted him. I was just like, "Hey, dude, I'm in a jam right now. Could you help me out?" And he's just like, "Yeah." So I was like, "When I text you, I'll let you know what's going on as far as updates and everything. Can you pick me up? And can I crash at your place at Philly?" And he's like, "Absolutely, no big deal, man. Just let me know what's going on. I'll come pick you up from the airport, everything." So I get to Philly at like 2:30 in the morning. He fell asleep.
Oh God.
Now, I can't fault him because it was super last minute. He tried to help me. He fell asleep. Like, I understand. But it was just like, do you want another rock, Charlie Brown? Because open up your treat bag. So,
I got a rock.
Pretty much. Although it works in Munchkin because you can use it as a +1 and it gives you a bonus as a one-shot item. But anyway, enough nerd joke. Fuck you, Steve. He's over here rolling his eyes. After you just told me about how amazing Pokemon Go was. Fuck out of here.
I didn't say it was amazing. It's okay. It's alright. It's good. I like it.
You're gonna nerf your comment right now? So I get there, and then I find out there's a train that goes from the Philadelphia airport to the Philadelphia train station. Alright, cool.
About to say, you're getting like step by step closer.
Yeah, like clawing my fucking way back.
Because then you could get the train from Philadelphia to Lancaster.
So, the train starts running, and I'm at the airport at like 2 in the morning. The train doesn't run until like 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, eventually, what they don't tell you is, you know how a normal like Amtrak, they get out, they tell you where to get in, the conductors.
Yeah.
And they like fly. They don't do this shit. They just pull the fucking train up, zip the fuck off. So I missed the train twice because I didn't know where to enter. So I'm sitting and I see this train. It's like one of those moments where you see it, and that's when fucking SpongeBob is like reaching for the Mr. Kelp. That's what it felt like because I had my bag and I had my bag. And I see the train, and I'm like dead sprinting. I got this fucking rolly bag, and I'm like, no! But no! I must do it! It's just,
every time you get closer.
Every time I get close, like, the thing was you could have boarded from either side, but they didn't sit, like, nobody said that. So there was one time I'm, like, looking on the exit, and I'm looking, and so I miss one, and then the other one comes, and I literally, like, run, because it was like almost like a tunnel, like you run you go over, you go down, and that's the other side. So I'm like doing this big ass U-spring with his bag, and I'm fucking running. I got my backpack. I'm just like, I just need to make it on here. So I finally got the third train,
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, it's only like me and 3 other people on the train. And so this guy has a terrible fucking attitude. It's like 6 in the morning, and I'm just like, look, is this the train that goes here? He's just like, yeah, this is the train that goes here. It's like $7. Do you have cash? And I'm like, not even worth it. Just take my money, shut the fuck up, and drive the fucking train. That's all I want from you, you fucking train carny. Get the like. I was so like normally.
Tell us how you really feel, Marcus.
Oh, dude. I mean, you guys know normally I'm pretty laid back, but that whole just series.
No, I think anyone would have been kind of at their last straw.
And then I finally get to the train station, and I have to wait like 3 hours, and I almost fall asleep. Then I get on my train, and I almost miss my stop because I passed out because I was up all night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally got to fucking Lancaster and made it home. And that is why the Glove World episode hits so close to home.
Marcus watched that episode. He's having flashbacks. He starts crying like, "Oh my god, I feel so much for you, SpongeBob."
I do, because it was just.
And you're just like, and I didn't have a kind stranger to blow up my glove that would fly me home.
No, I didn't. I just had some shitty Southwest stewardess who was having a crap day, so she decided to pass
it on.
Yeah. And like the week before, my cousin Zach was in Chicago, so I missed him by a week because he was in Chicago, and I could have just like shacked up because he was at his friend's place. I'm pretty sure I could have just shacked up with him,
Sure.
for a night or two until I figured myself out. And I called work and be like, "Look, man, Mother Nature and the gods are just shitting all over me." But he wasn't even there. He's like, "No, that was last week." I'm just like, "Well,
Son of a. I've been pretty lucky with my travels. Like I said, I've never done plane, but I've done train and obviously driven myself plenty of places. I've done buses and that kind of thing. And yeah, I've never had it. I think the worst I ever had was, and nowhere near as adventurous of a story as that, was just one time going from Lancaster to New York, my train got like delayed and canceled like 3 or 4 times and was like 3.5 or 4 hours late, kind of thing. Like, we were going to New York Comic-Con, and we were taking like an early train because we wanted to be up there like right from when the convention opened. Like, we wanted to get checked into the hotel, and be like, boom, we're in. And it was, I think we had scheduled like a 7 o'clock train. I don't think we actually boarded the train until like 10:30.
damn."
But other than that, I've never had really too much bad luck when it comes to traveling. Even I very rarely ever let my car get real low on gas.
Mm-hmm.
But even the one time that I did, and I actually ran out of gas, just so happened that as I ran out of gas, I was just reaching the peak of a hill, and so I just coasted down this hill, and then at the bottom of the hill was the gas station. And I just was able to coast myself right on it, and I'm like, boop.
Oh my god.
Like, that's my kind of luck. Like,
I had one moment where, so I had this old fucking Pontiac. I think it was a Pontiac Grand Am, and the gauges were fucked up.
mm-hmm.
So I knew to a certain point, when it got to a certain point, it did need gas, but you couldn't really tell sometimes.
Well, that's how Alex's car is. Her meter's just completely broken, so she actually just goes by mileage. Like, if she's put on like 250 miles or something, she goes, "I'm getting close, I need to stop for gas."
Yeah. So this day, of all things, alright, so it was a Tuesday. No, I think it was a Monday. It was a Monday, it was my birthday, and can't really do too much on a Monday. So
Unfortunately.
I was like, I'll just go to work anyway. So work calls me. If they're slow, they back me up, and I'm figuring, all right, cool. I have enough time to go to the gym, and then come to work, and then, you know, that'll be my day.
Sure.
It'll be a good day. And so go to the gym, and I'm just like, fuck. Should I have gotten gas? No, I'll be able to make it. And then on my way back in, I go to turn to get into the gas station, because I turned, and the gas station was like maybe 4 houses down in this alley. So, you know, I turn, I'm in the alley, and my car dies in the alley.
Oh, God.
Like, it wasn't at the gas station, it just died right there. So I'm like, fuck, alright. call my dad, because it was right by our house, but still, it's like 3 blocks away. So I call him and was like, hey, are you home? Because he wasn't feeling good for the last couple of days, so he had stayed home. And he's just like, nah, man, I went back to work. But happy birthday. I'm like, thanks. And I know mom's not there, so I'm just like, alright, cool. So I had that split-second decision where, like, what the fuck do I do? I just put the flashers on and run dead sprint. But this is like March, and we had snow, so it's like slushy and shitty out.
Oh, no.
So dead sprint to my house, grab the gas can, dead sprint back to the gas station, and just put like
enough. Yeah.
I put like $70. I mean $70.
$70.
Not $70. Fuck that.
Gas can.
$6 and like 38 cents. It was just a really odd. I was just like, this is enough, and like ran back and slapped it in the car so I could get it back there. And so that happened, and then it was just like, oh, it's your birthday. But like my sunglasses fell apart on me, and then that shit happened, and then I was working, and like my grandparents and my little cousin, they had called me to wish me a happy birthday, but I was working, so I didn't get it, and it was just like, worst birthday ever. Yeah, like I felt like
it's Marcus's birthday. He can cry if he wants to. Cry if he wants to.
God damn right. I felt like that 16-year-old girl, and it's like supposed to be a sweet 16. Somebody tripped and fell into the cake, and the DJ sucks. And I'm just like, this day sucks.
This is the worst day of my life.
Because we all get to be entitled on our birthday.
Yes.
That's the one day where you can kind of give somebody a pass.
On it, yeah. But going back to the cars, like I said, I've been very fortunate. I have not had too many issues with my cars. But my old car that I got rid of last year, it was a 97 Mazda Millennia, and it was beating the hell out of. Like,
good times.
It was just beating the hell out of like this car. It's like an upper class car too, like leather seats, leather heated seats, sunroof, like CD player, cassette tape player, which like you have to remember, like CD player in the mid 90s would have been like in a car, like, oh wow, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
And so like, and everything was electronic and all that kind of stuff. So it was higher up, but you know, I bought it used for $4,500 or something like that. And but as it was getting towards the end of its life, for the last like 3 months, I think, that I drove the car, it could not get into a gear higher than second gear, and there were times where it would forget how to reverse. Like, and it was very off and on of when that would happen. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. So I got very much into the habit of just trying to find pull-throughs. Mm-hmm. But you know, some places you can't, like Murph's. Parking over there, no way for me to do it. And so what I ended up starting to do, because by about the last month, it was done forgetting how to. It forgot. And completely. So I had to do Flintstone style. I would put it in neutral, pop open my driver's door, and start backpedaling with my foot just to get it, like, just enough the momentum that it would gradually slide out. But then, what this is all leading me to is...
That's how it works, ladies.
Throw it in neutral and gradually take it out.
Steve,
I'm sorry, you're not pregnant.
Steve looks like somebody's mom, as like that guy invited to Chuck E. Cheese, but all the kids are running around and we're just like, poop, fart, yay! And Steve's just like, kids.
But what that was all leading me up to was the day that car died on me. I was driving up to Hershey for a work conference, and I'm going up 83. And now, mind you, my car could not get past the second gear. So I'm going up 83, rocking, like, I wasn't going fast, obviously, but yeah. I was still going probably like 45 or 50 in second gear. And I got about halfway up there, to the credit of the car. got about halfway up there, and it's a dark, gloomy, rainy day, like pouring down rain. And I can't think of what exit number it is off the top of my head, but if I'm driving past it, I'm like, it's exactly that number. That's where Sparkles died. And
Rip Sparkles.
yes, but I'm going, and I suddenly start feeling it, and I was like, and I'm like, that's not good. So I pull over, like right at this exit, and I turn it off. Little did I know that was the last time that it would ever run. But I get up, and I'm like, pop the hood, go out, and like I said, it's raining. So this seems like something from a movie, because it's pouring down rain, and so I'm just like, car's broken, blah, blah. I pop open the hood. I get engulfed in a cloud of black smoke. And I'm just like, okay, that's not good. When the smoke clears then, I look, and my coolant is boiling.
Damn.
And I was still very optimistic at this point. I'm like, well, maybe if I just let it sit here for a couple minutes and cool off in the rain, then it'll work again. No. Sparkles was dead. I had to get her towed. It was very sad.
So did you ever make that conference?
I did. Well, what it was, I ended up getting towed back to York, and then I actually went to my mom's work, borrowed her van, and drove up, and then drove back from the conference. So, yeah, that's how it ended up working for me. But I was just like, and I got to, like, my boss and everything was at the conference too. And so I got there like 3 hours late. I'm like, I'm sorry, my car broke down. I couldn't help it.
Now it's got the stylish new van. Ready to party, folks.
Oh, God, it was terrible because this was when I was still living at home, and I did drive my mom's van for probably a month and a half while I was trying to find, basically a car that I liked and a good deal with it, which I finally did with my current one. But it was like a month and a half or so where I was driving my mother's van, and I hate driving that thing. It's so freaking big and large and just unwieldy. I'm like, no. Like, I don't even understand how people drive vans, let alone, tractor trailers when you're going along. Whenever I see tractor trailers and people, they're turning or reversing them, I'm just like, I have no idea how you do that. Nope. Not in a million years could I do that. I have enough trouble doing it in just a car.
I saw one where how on Market, right under the 83 underpass, how there's that like huge median.
Yeah.
I saw one that he was in, and to get across.
All right, everyone. That was episode 19 for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I wanted to pop in here at the end to just sign off with you guys. I am Nick. You can find me at nlenz42. That's NLENZ42 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. I'm going to let past Marcus and past Steve say themselves real quick.
Steve.
Alright, you can find me. It's Marcus. QUEZMAV. That is for the Twitter and the Gram thing with the Insta and all that stuff. And then SIRMAV is the Snapchat.
All right, and then don't forget to look at the official Trophy Husbands Twitter at The True Trophies, and we hope to check you up with a new episode next Trophy Tuesday. Have a good one.